Okay, hello and welcome to the round two of the Rest of the World Championship here at F1 IRL. My name is Dizzy Haskell. I'm your lead commentator for this evening, and tonight I've got a guest commentator beside me, Bloodsucker, also known as Kieran. He's a racer in another league, pretty fast racer, knowledgeable about the sport. So, welcome. Hi, Kieran. How are you doing tonight, mate? You doing okay?
I'm doing very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. So, yeah, so you're new to obviously this league. You've not seen any of the drivers yet, but you've had a little rundown on who's fastest, and yeah, what do you expect to see for tonight's race?
I want to see lots of battles for first and second place, and then towards the back,
Yeah,
I want to see some nice close racing.
yeah. Now, last weekend we had a couple of safety cars. It was a bit of a dodgy session, really, but at the end of it, Dun Thunder came out on top in first place. And it was a really fantastic win, really, considering the pace he had in qualifying. I think he struggled a little bit, and to take first place at his home Grand Prix as well, was pretty impressive. Don't you think, Kieran?
That's impressive at the home Grand Prix. Or
To take,
very hard to say.
especially to take on the likes of Lee at El Prato 7, who is obviously the defending world champion for this season. To outwit him and obviously just take those tyres a little bit longer and not have to pit that second time made all the
Mm.
difference in the end, as it always does in situations like that.
I think both
So
Ferrari are. Yeah.
we've got some drivers out on the track. We have a quick look. We're on board with TBH Will at the moment. It looks like he's getting set just on his out lap. He's just warming those tyres up and just getting used to the balance of the car. The
Alan's left.
circuit to Alan has left the session. You might know he's now in the session, so he should be able to walk through. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're on board with Will. If you want to just jump with Will there for give us a little bit of a rundown as he comes around to his fast lap. If you could sort of an onboard take on, tell us what you think.
Uh, right now he's getting a nice top speed, nice corner. He's saving up all that ERS. Nice and tight through there, nice and wide as well. ERS perfect. It is like throughout that straight. Through there. Kept it neat and tidy. I know one thing, this track, it eats your tyres.
Yeah, it really does, and it's definitely like especially this sector here, which was nice through there. Then fast all
Yeah.
the way out, just exit there into a really heavy braking zone. This area here, this is where each tires is
Heavy braking turn
brings.
this.
Yeah, this is a lockup happen that corner was.
That'll be a great corner to see some overtakes there. He's kept it very clean.
He has.
Oh, he's on the inside there. So to keep it a little bit wider.
Now, obviously, with no disrespect to Will, he's not the person that's going to be setting the pace this weekend to have a field.
Oh, dear hand, where you gone? Oh, Shrew Cave has now come out. Henchman's already taken down Will.
That's like the mid-say, that's going to be a 128.5, so we're looking for mid-pace of probably 127 maybe, because things like that. Have TDH Will and Henchman's gone out on Supersoft. Let's have a quick look and see.
Yeah.
They've both gone out on Supersofts, have they?
Everyone but Callum and Koenigsegg. Callum's on mediums, Koenigsegg is on...
So there you go, that's the pace that we're looking for at the top there. Let's say 127.0 from Scartrix. Now that's going to be at the top of
That's
the
quick.
Has left the session there, but I'm sure he will come back. TDH Will sitting in third. Savage Hammy didn't put, by the looks of it, 134.5. That's massively off the pace, so something that happened in his lap that we didn't catch. We're on board now with Savage Hammy to just see, is there any damage to his car? Let's have a quick look. Doesn't seem to be any damage.
I'm not too sure.
Look like there is a mistake on his part for the lap. Looks like he's actually going for a fast lap here though. This looks like he's going to set the pace maybe a little bit more in terms of what he's got in the car. He's there just getting the car balanced. Back out there of that corner, I don't quite know why.
Yeah. You should have like half off of that or something. Ah, I think he's going for it.
Looks like he's backing up
Getting ready.
to just warm the tyres up, which is a good, especially in that area, overheat the tyres because you need the tyres to grip here in this corner. You know, he's going to brake really, really late, hit that apex on the right hand, which really sends the car a little bit off balance, but gets you in the straight line there. DRS wide open as we go down to the main straight, past the start finish line. It's a heavy braking zone here, but you want to run it wide because of the next corner where you want to open it up, tie it there, and then clip that apex and up the hill. And that's a good start to the lap there from Savage Hammer. Looks like he's going to put together a fast lap here. Stick with him though, because the mistake that he made previous could have been in this area. Got it right this time.
Might have been.
Much better through there, and then
Very tidy.
very tidy.
Alright, let's see if he makes a mistake. Caution, sector 3.
Still there, still a caution. Not sure who that is.
Dun Thunder and L Pratt. No clue. I saw Dun Thunder over to the right and Lee over to the left. Going very slow for him. I have no clue if they both have damage. Let's have a look.
Okay, so I've just been told that we have a dry run from start to finish, so all the now are going to be setting pace laps of fastest car that we can get. Dun Thunder, take a look. Savage Hammy there at 1, so a little bit off the pace.
Oh.
And those tyres
just a little bit
well now. I think maybe it's
3
time
laps.
to just get back in, and then it looks like it's going to be a time to get back in, get new tyres on, maybe run some lower fuel. But Dun Thunder, oh there you go, Deer Hunter sets a 126.6. I mean that's 4 tenths faster than Scartrix. That is an absolutely mega lap for Deer Hunter. We didn't actually see last time. I don't remember if Deer Hunter was racing last week, but he has just basically shown us what he's here to do. I mean, that's a big statement, I think, actually, especially because he's Scartrix is British, Lee Pratt is British, TDH Will is British. There's a couple of British drivers in here. Scartrix and L Pratt are two of the fastest drivers in the league.
And L Pratt's last so far in times.
Yeah, he's really struggling for time. It's definitely close in terms of the times, actually. It's extremely close, but Lee Pratt I don't think has actually set a real solid time there. Something's gone on there, but he's on another outlap. Savage Hammy comes in, does a 128.1. That's it for him. He's going to come back and get Drew Cave is doing a 127.8. He's going to come in as well. He's going to change his tires. So it looks like we're on a cool down moment now. 7 minutes 30 left of Koenigsegg. He's I said it then, didn't I? Koenigsegg, not Koenigsegg. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like he's just on a cool down lap. He's actually out on the soft tyres, which how many people have gone out on the soft tyres? Kieran, can you check? Four
people.
drivers. Okay. And which 4 drivers have gone out on those?
Well, Koenigsegg, Will, L Pratt, but he is still in the pit.
Yeah.
And yet to do a lap.
Yeah, Callum G hasn't actually yet set a lap. So Callum is actually quite a fast driver. I know this personally.
Going back to your old driving days.
Make the session. I don't know what's going to happen with him there. Lee Pratt is that's very slow considering tyres that he did it on. Relative pace. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Everyone's in the pits now. Looks like Lee Pratt are out though, so we're going to flick to them and see what's going on. We've got Will currently on a lap. He's on the soft tyres now, so that's what he's doing. Lee Pratt is also on those, gone out on the soft, so those tyres, those laps then are probably representative of super soft lap times, which I think he didn't get a clean lap. He's on it though at the moment. This looks like a much faster.
Oh, Will's gone off.
Oh, he has gone off. Oh dear.
He went a bit wide there.
Okay. Lee Pratt looks like he's finishing his lap. And there you go, he gets a 127.7 on those soft tyres. That's good, good there from Lee Pratt. Could be a little bit faster though. Deer Hunt at the top there with a 126.6. I don't think that's going to get beaten in the next. Let's see it. Scartrix hasn't come out yet. Dun Thunder is on an outlap, so keep an eye on him. Looks like he's out on the super softs. He could be going for the pole. Looks like he's going to just warm his tyres up here, just getting the lines just right. TDH, he's come back into the pits now. Callum G's on his outlap, so it looks like he's warming himself up now. Setting a lap time in the end anyway, which is good. TDH will unfortunately 28.7. There was definitely more in it for him. Unlikely that he'll might improve. It depends. If he goes out on another set of super softs now, he'll probably set a faster lap, which would be interesting. Like I say, 127.7 on the softs. Don't think the 128 was representative of his pace on the supers. He is usually fast, so if there is genuinely just a lack of pace, then that's going to be a topic, I'm sure, throughout the race. Dun Thunder in third, just on his, I think he's on his fast lap right now, so we'll sit with him as he does his fast lap. Drivers around him, he's not really a threat. They're currently in the pits, so looks like they're going to come up, but no one is going to be in his way while he sets this lap, so this could be a really good lap, especially with, just he's got the track to himself, running the curbs nice.
Nothing to stop him.
A little bit of a slide through there, you can hear it. The tyres just stripping some grip through that corner, so maybe a little bit too much on the wheel there, just definitely a little bit of how much he's actually turning the wheel in comparison. So he's only going to get, he's got 126.9, so he's second fastest. Everyone else around him is in the pits now. Have those guys just thought, well, I'm going to keep this position, because that's an impressive show of pace from Dun Thunder to be lapping the same sort of times as Scartrix. Dun Thunder's still way there, still 3 tenths faster. Dun Thunder, which I wouldn't be surprised if Deer Hunter stays in. There is a yellow flag in sector 1.
Shroud's
oh,
off.
Shrewd Cave's come off.
I think he's trying to let him pass.
He's glitching a little. We've got a few glitches on the stream. Hopefully you guys are, the guys that are watching at the moment, hopefully the stream isn't too bad. We have adjusted the bit rate and everything, so I don't know how good the stream actually is. We're hoping it's okay. If there's any issues, just please send me a message if you know me personally. You're watching this, just send me a message, just let me know how we're doing, let me know how it is, and then I can make excuses if it's poor. True came off there. So
Callum's got 8th fastest.
Sorry, so yeah, 8th fastest, yeah, with a 128.2 softs, so...
On the soft. So I think he could, if he goes on supers, he would definitely get a little, like, he'll have much more grip, to be honest.
I think, yeah, he'd be looking at roughly, yeah, a top 5 maybe.
At least.
This hammer looks like he might have run out of
I suggest. Ooh.
Scartrix is now on an
I highly
outlap.
suggest that.
Mercedes. Deer Hunter's actually come out on an outlap as well.
Alright.
So he's
Will
just warming up now. That's interesting that he's gone out again. Yeah. It's like he does actually feel a little bit by the likes of Thunder posting 3/10 faster lap. Scartrix 4/10 down. This could be up. And Callum has retired from the session. Something has happened to Callum. Not entirely sure what's happened. I wasn't on board. Looks like he may have had an accident. It's unfortunate.
Sector 1.
Koenigsegg has retired from the as well. There's a couple of people around. So there's 16 seconds left of the session. We've got Scartrix lap now. We've got Deer Hunter also on a flying lap way through his lap. So we're going to keep on board with Deer Hunter as we go into the final seconds of qualifying. There's 3 seconds to go. Dun Thunder is currently in second and is holding a good position there. He's going to finish in second for now. That's provisional. Lee Pratt is currently out on a lap as well, I think. And he's not out on a lap.
No, he's done.
He's finished in 7th. That's a shock for the Brit. That is an absolute shock. To Deer Hunter. We're going to focus on Deer Hunter as he goes across into sector 3, up into the hill now. Around this bend, has he got the extra pace? Just to get a little bit more out and just make sure that he's defending.
You also don't want to push it too much, otherwise you go too wide.
Yeah, especially in this final set. Get this right. Looks good. It looks good. It looks really smooth, especially that exit was fantastic. DRS wide open, and it's a 126.2.
And he goes 4/10.
Scartrix now, what's he got in the bag? Has he got anything to give? A 127.0 to beat for the 126.5. So he's still behind Deer Hunter, but most importantly, he gets second place for the race.
Yeah.
What do you make of that session there?
No, that was Will.
That was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, and Will's crashed.
What did Will just do?
Will just crashed. Will just crashed. Oh no. Well, that's going to be a really rapid rebuild for the race. I'm sure the team won't be happy about that.
Yeah. They will not be happy about that.
Well, I mean, that was
going around the
interesting.
straight, turns right. Very interesting, to be honest. Like, Deer Hunter, great blistering time at the last second as well. Same with Scartrix. He was 3/10 off of him the first time and the second. Well, two tenths now. But it's close.
Thunder though, Dun Thunder, even though he provisionally he was second, he's only 6/10 off from pole, and that's not slow, but it's whether he's got the the consistency in the race, I guess. Scartrix, as we know, does have the odd hiccup here and there when he's racing, which is unfortunate. He's a fast driver, extremely fast, and most of the time he is consistent. But I think sometimes things get the better of him, and he loses it. So yeah, it's just
that's what you want to see.
Yeah, well,
Nice and consistent.
It's, you know, he's on the edge. It's always on the edge. So we have a formation lap. So yeah, we'll just go through the grid as we know. So it's Deer Hunter starting in first place, the American, back from I don't think he raced last weekend. So this is the first time he's raced this season, and it's good to see that he's back on top there because he is just a fantastic driver. Scartrix, the man we all know, in second there with a blistering 126.5, 3/10 behind Deer Hunter. And then you have Dun Thunder, the Australian and last weekend's winner. He is in third with a, a relatively fast 126.9, 6 seconds, 6/10 behind the lead car. The rest of the field, Callum, the likes of those guys, they all retired from the session. All their times do stand, so we will go through those guys when we see the field come up on the grid. We will just go through that for you. Again, if there's any issues with the stream, or if you're enjoying the stream and you just want to say hi, and you want to shout out or anything like that, just please do just message us here on the Twitch board, or if you know me personally, just send me a message. So Kieran, here we go. We've got the formation lap starting. So we've got Deer Hunter in first place, Scartrix in second, Dun Thunder in third, then Callum G really brought it home there with the Ferrari fourth in the end. Koenigsegg in fifth, Savage Hammy and Lee Pratt, the shock really, he's in seventh. Savage Hammy's quite a shock as well because of where he finished in qualifying last week. So those two drivers are going to be looking to make some places. Shrewd Cave and the Henchman, roughly the same pace drivers, roughly the same as Will as well. Three are going to be looking to try and really maybe make up some places if there's any incidents up front. You know, this fit's quite difficult, especially when there's a couple of cars really fighting for position. So what are we expecting to see, do you think, in this first lap, Kieran?
I'd expect lots of havoc, to be honest. Like, they'll be very scared, but be very nice and clean, to be honest.
Now, in this situation,
obviously, Lee Pratt get up high.
I think he's gonna try and really fight back. I think he's got a lot of work to do, but I think on some of the drivers in front of him.
Yeah.
In this situation, when you're warming the tyres up, Kieran, what do you find best to do in this situation in terms of speed? Because if you're the lead car, you don't want to drive too far away, do you?
Nah, you want to keep it nice and calm, save all your energy for the race.
And what do you do if you're obviously the car behind, right at the back? Because you don't want to be. You kind of want to gauge and just kind of keep your tyres as warm as possible, but you don't want to lag too far behind and cause any issues. So yeah, it's a case of balance, isn't it? Really, and just a good mindset in the formation lap to really get those tyres nice and warm. That's a little bit of an overlap there from Scartrix.
Yeah, you have to really think.
You really do have to think, and obviously the formation lap in this game does have an effect on the heat of your tyres at the start of the race. Now, there's only 10 drivers on the grid, so these guys' tyres are some warm as they go into the first corner, so this is going to be a great race. So here we go. The rest of the World Championship, Bahrain, round 2. Here we go. We're going to be on board with Deer Hunter at the start of the race. And the lights are out.
Here we go.
Deer Hunter, great start. Scartrix is coming down already. This is fantastic already. So Scartrix down the inside. Can he cover it? Has he got first place? He takes first place from Deer Hunter. Deer Hunter comes back down the inside, squeezing it, but they're still side by side. Savage Hammy is closing in third already. What a great start. Dun Thunder lost the position on there. Don't quite know why, but that's a shock. Callum G also lost that position. TDH Will moves up to 6th place. He's really made up some positions there. That is really struggling down in 9th. But Deer Hunter and Scartrix still side by side as they are fighting first and second. This is a fantastic race, Kieran. Give us a bit more.
Koenigsegg has fallen back very far, to be honest. But so far, in the front of the close between Deer Hunter and Scartrix, only 3/10 separate them. And Dun Thunder, they have 1/10, really close. That's an attempt now. So So I'd like to see those two have a nice battle. Callum, hang on, where is he? He's fallen back a little bit, but hopefully he does get up nice there. Elprat, he's staying behind. He's got it. What's your thoughts on Deer Hunter's like first instinct?
I think that was just, he set the fastest lap there already, so he's really look, the top 4 cars, they're not even a second apart in each even the intervals. This is an extremely close, furious race. You can feel the actual like energy in the first 2 drivers. Scartrix is really pushing Deer Hunter to get past. I think he knows that if he gets by him, he can then slow him down and really push his tyres down. I think that's what he's going to try and do. He's good at that kind of job. It can really make the wake of the car tricky to drive in. Savage Hammy is only 8/10 of Scartrix. I think he's actually just sitting back a little bit. Trying to just see what imagery we can get on board. Yeah, so he's got about 58% of his energy, so he's not using all of it. He's only in 5 at the moment. ERS mode. So that's not full whack, and you can go all the way to a hot lap. So he is saving some of the energy. Scartrix and Deer Hunter now is going head to head. It looks like he needs some draft. He's actually in hot lap. He's got a lot of energy saved. Looks like that last lap he really saved that energy. Deer Hunter really been trying to move out of the way of Scartrix on a different racing line to just make sure that Scartrix doesn't got that draft.
Slipstream.
Any of that slipstream.
Yeah.
We don't want any of that. He's going to avoid that. He is really starting to drive away a little bit though from on board Scartrix. Savage Hammy's starting to close in on Scartrix a little bit as well. So I think maybe he's starting to pile the pressure, and he's actually saving ERS at the moment. It is a bad area to save ERS. You don't really use all the power. It's better to just be able to have it on a low ERS. TDH Will still in 6th, holding on nicely there in the Mercedes. His team can fighting for that win, but to get a good top 5 place, considering there's only 10 drivers, get a top 5 place would be quite impressive for TDH Will and the Mercedes. Lee Pratt is closing in on him though, and a difference is obviously on the harder compound tyre, team on the super softs there, so he's going to be a little bit faster and a little bit grippier, but at some point soon those tyres are going to go on the softs. Like he's probably going to go a little bit longer into the race, maybe just do the one stop, which we have to start considering now. The ones that's coming towards us soon. So you can give us their Kieran at the moment.
Not that I know of. All I can see is Thunder really staying. Wait, what's going on? Dun Thunder's around the outside of Savage Hammy right now, side by side, and he's got the move done. That was impressive from Dun Thunder. I've just reached out as he entered the first corner. Oh, Savage Hammy's come around the outside. Yeah. Oh, Dun Thunder kind of got the grip there. Dun Thunder just had to give way. I think he knew that he had nowhere to go really. He's gonna come back down the hill. Looks like he's just lost out. He's gonna lose out here though. This sector. You're not gonna be able to catch them here. Maybe on the break a little bit. Have the DRS. Yeah. So we're gonna stick with them. This is good. Has he got them down the straight? He's gonna go for the move. Oh, he's going for it.
No,
he's not. Hold back a little bit. His tyres might be wearing out a little bit. Might be pushing him too much. Hopefully not.
Savage Hammy is obviously on the soft, so he got himself in a really good position in that first lap, and I think this is why, he's going to maintain his position, but it's not going to matter because a little bit longer into the race, and then he's going to have faster tyres and a lighter car towards the end. To defend now because he's in overtake, coming down the start finish straight. Scartrix and Deer Hunter are extremely close. Scartrix is really closing in.
They are. He is not giving up.
Dun Thunder isn't far away from Savage. Well, he's not going to make the move. These 4 drivers are really fighting out. Callum G has gone into 5th place. Lee Pratt crashed. Lee Pratt has crashed. Lee Pratt crashed out.
Really?
I don't quite know how. And he just span.
Not I know of.
He was in 5th, and he's just lost it. And he's now trying to overtake Will.
I think the Mercedes though.
Damage on that Mercedes. There is damage on that Mercedes. Whilst damage on the front left of his wing there. It's going to really suffer. And Lee's going to have to just wait and get past him in this sector. It looks like he's probably going to let him through. That damage is clear. And
that's going to have tons of downforce loss right there.
He's now, and Lee's not got any damage. Yeah, but look how wide he's having to go around him. It's making it a bit trickier. But, you know, Will doesn't have to get out of the way. There. You know, it's racing at the end of the day, and you make it difficult. But, it's a shock to see. It's unfortunate, that, because Will, the most unlucky person I've ever met.
Koenigsegg is going around Callum. I'm actually pretty proud of that, to be honest. Yeah, already.
Oh, but Callum's coming back around the outside. He's coming. He's going to go down the other side.
Oh, he's gone to the inside.
God, is this?
Oh no, he's not. Actually, yes,
put it there, and that was a very, very, very nearly a Vettel Hamilton moment there. That was very close. To say. He's coming back though, because he comes down the hill.
Yeah, on board of Callum. See how close he gets.
I'm on board with Koenigsegg, and it looks as though he's not running a high ERS, especially down here. Oh, he switched it up to hot lap. We'll join him on board with Callum now.
Yeah, ERS.
He's not going to get him too far back, just a little bit too far back. But he's going to close in there. Koenigsegg is stepping it out there a little bit. If you can see, the back end was sliding a little on the exit. And he's going to get close. This could be. Oh, he's there.
He's got that draft and he's going to have that DRS down the main straight.
Now, Deer Hunter, we missed this, but our race leader, Deer Hunter, has pitted. Sky.
Wait, it's a pit.
He's on the softs at the moment. That's what he's going to go out on. Deer Hunter and went onto the medium tyres. Now,
got the move done. Medium tyres.
Medium tyres. Well, Scartrix has got out in front of Deer Hunter. Scartrix has actually pitted and got out in front of Deer Hunter. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what Deer Hunter came out in front of. But he's now got Lee Pratt in the middle of him, who still needs to pit. But he's on slower tyres. Is this
on soft?
Is this potentially where we see?
Oh, there's a
for the henchman. Is this where we see the race turn on his qualifying? You know, from qualifying, I would say that Deer Hunter was going to win. Now all of a sudden, Scartrix on faster tyres that will go the length of this race, and you know he's not a slow driver. You know, you got to think he's only going to close.
He is making that stick.
Yeah.
Tyres. So
it's whether
mediums. So
it's whether he can make these mediums last to the end, like to the point where every lap not have too much wear. The Scartrix is going to push those tyres. Undoubtedly, he's going to just deal with the wear. So Thunder, Thunder pitted.
Outside.
He just went around the outside of it. That was not even.
Have a look.
That was radar then. I never even saw that. Never saw that coming.
Yeah, Dunder's done a
impressive move. And again, it is.
Yeah, from the outside first corner.
Those medium tyres have just lost Deer Hunter of the race. Because if he's going to... The potential is that these other drivers will go to the end.
Yeah.
I mean...
It will depend it.
Exactly. Now, as I said Shrewd Kane, Henchman and TDH Will were going to be roughly racing with each other. It's a bit more of a group, but they're all roughly within the same time frame as each other. TDH Will, he's out on the softs now, so he has putted. He might be looking to make some places back. The Henchman is out on the softs, and Shrewd K is out on the softs, so they're all out on the same tyres, but it's whoever looks after those tyres on this. As Scartrix now posts the fastest lap, he's got a 129.8 in the bag there. That was Dun Thunder and Lee Pratt going head to head there. Is he inside?
Oh no, he hasn't.
Lee Pratt covers him, but now he's got the power up the hill.
Going around the outside.
And he's going to try and go around the outside of him here.
It's like a tyres.
Lee Pratt is... And Deer Hunter! What the hell? What a move for Deer Hunter.
Double overtake.
That was
but lost it there.
Brave stuff. Lost it in the position. But did overtake Lee, so he gained a position. Well, that was a late braking manoeuvre. That came from nowhere then. We actually caught that on the stream as well.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. But Lee does have lots of tyre wear on his tyres. He still has to stop.
Does he? And how long has he gone on?
Let's have a look. He has gone on it for 8 laps.
He's been on those tyres for 8 laps.
Yeah, so he's been on since the start, so he's going to come across the line, isn't he?
The race director, by the way.
Yeah.
If you just have the race director, just for a little bit, just so we can keep an eye on it. Since we have a Shrewd Cave has got a 3-second time penalty, so that means that the Henchman really only needs to close a 7-second gap to Shrewd Cave. The gap has opened a little bit, but the Henchman could claw back at some point. At the moment, everyone that's racing is going to get a point, but a point in this day and age isn't that much to shout about. So we're hoping that Will is actually closing as well, which is looks like he's actually starting to struggle, and Will seems to be keeping up the pace with Shrewd in terms of the time difference. So he's clawing back some time there in the clean air. Pratt still out on his soft tyres. Don't know when he's going to hit.
Still going strong.
It looks like he is struggling.
He went a little bit wide there.
Well, I mean, it begs the question is, we're kind of now watching a driver that's good with their time, seeing how long they can go with these softs, because then you have to apply that to guys that are on the softs that are good. It's clearly, we're only 11 laps in and these tyres are starting to slow Lee Pratt down a little bit. So, unless that is just his relative race pace here, I mean, Scartrix currently in 4th place. His pace is good, but are those tyres going to last? That's the main question, isn't it?
Yeah, if he can make them last, that's a pat on the back right there. Again, this track just munches on those tyres. So it's a lot of thought going into the tyres. Like if you want to do a 2-stop, you can really shift the car into those corners. But if you want to save your tyres, you have to drive safely, and you have to really think, not just drive and go.
It's a Deer Hunter. It's 5 seconds behind Scartrix.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a big turnaround, but like we say with the tyres.
That is shaping up.
We'll wait and see how long Lee lasts on these tyres, because that could end up kind of giving us an idea as if Deer Hunter's just decided, I'm going to be the one to start. I'm going to lose this much time early on and then I'll gain that.
Good move.
Oh, that was extremely close to Koenigsegg. Koenigsegg hits.
Yeah, he's gone into pits, so he's good.
No,
so he might have had a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
No, I think he's good. Yeah, he's good.
Koenigsegg's
very
gone
close
out onto the mediums.
On the mediums.
Pratt has come in as well. He's gone out onto the mediums as well. So it looks like them two are going to go through
Fresher tyres
and
and it's mediums.
those tyres now, they might not be that fast, but you'll carry those to the end and pace. You know, you can literally just race those to the end. There's no need to insert. They should go right to the end with plenty of grip. He's going to probably
A bit too early, yeah.
I think maybe he went on them maybe a little bit too early. I mean, he might just scrape through, and he might just the last few laps he might nurse the tyres a little bit more. Scar Tricks getting close to Callum now. Callum, who's out on the softs. I don't think he's pitted. Is Callum pitted yet?
Not yet. Savage Hammy out with either.
Oh, so as we say that, Savage Hammy's actually coming in now. A race leader, Savage Hammy is coming in. Scar Trick takes second. He's going to take first, so Scar Trick is now our race leader. So Callum's coming to the pit. So now the race is on really for Dearhunter going back to positions. Because he really needs to get back in first place. He really needs to close the gap. Scar Tricks now. And then when Scar Tricks starts to struggle, he can really pile on pressure. It's really starting to
It's going to be very hard to do that though.
Scar Tricks is starting to walk away already. 5.3 already, and we're not even through the first sector. He's really flying away.
Yeah.
Thunder in third. He's actually really close to Dearhunter as well. So he's really sticking on the softs. So, you know, the question with those two. You know, Scar Tricks goes to the end. After that, we've got laps to go. Sorry, no, we've got 16 to go.
16 laps. It's very close racing, to be honest. Very clean as well.
It's all been, extremely clean. There's been only a few incidents, and every driver that started the race is still in the race. Always positive to see when the lead goes. TDH for 9th at the moment, so he's made a place back up on True Cave, who's pitted from the softs to the medium. Now, is that his first stop?
He's on the second stop.
And so has TDH full stopped yet? Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Well, he's going to have to stop again.
Everyone's done one stop
again, I feel.
Definitely.
I don't know. I think he pitted too early on these softs to really take him to the end. Henchman to Lee. Now, I told you
he's really
struggle. The mediums really do struggle. I think Lee's Kent is actually letting him down. I think defending world champion, and this is good. And the defending world champion, you know, not to be harsh, but as it is in the moment, and you know, but it's due. Last season he was on the ball. You know, he was there when he needed to be, and you know, he crashed in a few races. Actually, crashed in I think it was a safety car period in the Belgian Grand Prix in the rain. I remember him crashing in first place, losing everything, and then having a good day. So you know, otherwise he's been very consistent. The first time I've seen him sugar another 3-second time penalty there. So the henchman is, you know, he's lost a little bit of time there. I think that's just through perhaps tyres and perhaps the time to struggle a little bit. Shrew Cave is closing the H club, so maybe these medium tyres, once they've run a few laps, they get good. Dearhunter is still only 5 points. The gap has actually increased for about 3/10 now from what it was. I don't know if
he has opened that gap between him and Dun Thunder.
He has, he has. Dun Thunder is still in that 1 set. Oh, I did the DRS second. No, he's just
still gets
outside
it.
the DRS, which is just unfortunate. Dearhunter's not really losing any time now. He's kind of in within the 5 point 5.3 to 5.5 second window. And, you know, you have to think, like we say, Scartrix is out on those softs. I don't know if he's going to go to the end.
So, nah, he's definitely winning.
How many laps did Lee do on these softs?
Let's have a look. He did 13.
So, I mean, you know, and it looked like he was struggling toward the end.
Yeah.
A little bit of a glitch there from Scartrix. Yeah, we're going towards the end on those tyres, so Scartrix has probably done. It's going to be going towards 10 laps on these now, nearly. And yeah, he's actually going to take him to the end. Or if he doesn't, you know, is he going to pit onto the tyre and just have the pace and then make the time up? It's just unlikely with only a few, you know, 13 laps to go. You know, you'd have to take these tyres.
13 laps to go.
You'd have to take these tyres another 3, maybe 4 laps, and then maybe pit on the super softs. But you know, Deer Hunter's only 5 seconds behind, so you know, there's a 15-second deficit that you've got to make up if you pit. So I'm sure there's a little battle going on here now with how long do I take this for? Do I stay out and risk it and start losing time? Because Deer Hunter is now closing in 5 seconds now. Those tyres are starting to do their magic a little bit. He's really reeling him in. 12.9 seconds. This is a rapid resurgence from Deer Hunter. He was nowhere a second ago.
He really is closing.
Really closing in. Losing it there though, but really starting to close him in now. Dun Thunder, he's actually pulled away from this as well.
Yeah. Dun Thunder doesn't have the DRS anymore, so it's very good for Deer. One, he won't have to defend, and two, because he's focused on trying to get Scar. Callum's still doing zig.
Oh.
I saw that.
Koenigsegg's going to try and come back at him, but Callum is making himself wide there. Lee Pratt is actually 9 seconds behind that. That's quite far back.
Very far back. He's just
quite a shock, really.
exiting the S.
Yeah. Whoa, Koenigsegg really in the braking zone and running wide.
Oh, he went very wide.
Very wide on the exit there. He nearly hit the back of Callum's car. Yeah.
That's what he didn't.
Dun Thunder, I was going to say this before, he's in for a 3rd place at the moment. I mean...
He is guaranteed that.
I mean, if he... Savage Hammy is on... he's on the mediums. So... If Dun Thunder can take...
Oh, what's happened there? Sector 3. I have no clue who that was.
I think there was a bit of dust from someone at some point, but it may have just been a car run. Not like as though any positions have changed. There's a couple of cars that are still close to each other though, so maybe this Koenigsegg and Calvary lost a little bit of the gap. But Henchman and TDH Will are going, but they've pitted at the same time. TDH Will
That's really quite close.
is now out on those mediums, so that's second stop. He's going to make those tyres go to the end. I'm sure the Henchman on the softs, so it looks like he's going to try and jump Will. So I mean, Henchman was on the mediums. Maybe he should be taking those to the end. But if he has gone soft to soft, he hasn't got the need to change.
Skytrix the pit.
Skytrix is pitted. We say.
Yeah,
for he's now
softs.
He's on the softs again. So what that's going to do? Dun Thunder pitted yet. I expect that Dun pit because losing roughly a tenth or so, maybe a little bit more than that per lap, dropping off a little bit more from Dun Thunder now that I think Dun Thunder has put his foot down now. I think saving some ERS, but he's really starting to create a gap. He knows now that Scartrix has got, like I say, more than 15 seconds, quite a big margin to catch up to with 10 laps to go. He's got faster tyres, fresher tyres as well. I mean, where do you see this race going now, Kieran?
I see Deer Hunter getting the win, and Dun Thunder, I think he is done. Like, his softs are on 13 laps, soon he should be pitting, or even, now he's pitting. So, Savage Hammy,
so that puts Savage Hammy in second place, which, you know, in qualifying, he didn't do very well, and then on the first lap, it just all came from nowhere, and he was in third. And now, you know, he's going to have second place. I mean, that's quite a good resurgence, don't you think?
Yeah. Dun Thunder's lost quite a lot of places from third to sixth. 3 places difference. He's gone to a super soft though, so he's having that quick last time.
This little battle here with Callum and Koenigsegg that's been going on for quite a few laps, and he's now just a passenger at the back of these 2 cars. That's probably the worst place you want to come out on, because you know these 2 guys are already racing with each other. A faster tyre, he's not going to be able to
slow each other down as well.
Slowed them right down. Not good for Dun Thunder. That's ruined his race pretty much. He's not going to be able to catch up with the likes of Scartrix, who's now only roughly seconds away from Deer Hunter. He is closing the gap slightly, but not that much. Deer Hunter is going to have to obviously look after his tyres towards the end. Only
15
slightly,
laps.
But he will have to do. He will have to look very, very early on this. Savage Hammy didn't pit so early, so he could probably push those.
So he's fine.
There you go, Scar 29.4. That's the fastest lap of the race so far.
He's really pushing.
Really starting to push, yeah. And I'm on board with Dun Thunder now as
he was really looking like that.
And they all stay in the same.
These 3 cars,
No one is giving anyone
they're like 3 wide.
inch of space. Oh, that was really late there. He's trying to go around the outside of Callum, and he's still there. Is Callum going to give way? Callum does give way there. He does give way, yeah. No, he's going to try and just get past Koenigsegg. Hey, boys. I'm getting away from you two because you're causing issues.
He is going to get that move done.
Do it here now. It's the DRS. It's got better exit. Oh, look at that. That was a fantastic exit.
Look at that.
And there we go. That is done.
Yeah,
fresher tyres. Job done. Earlier. That Renault is performing really, really well this season. It's only Renault actually in the field. So it's nice to see that Renault is being represented well. Scartrix currently 6 Savage Hammy, so he's closing the gap. Savage Hammy's kept that gap to Gable for about 10 seconds. It's been a little bit here, there, a little bit here, a little bit there. It's 9.7. You can see it's changing on the left hand side there. But yeah, it looks like one's got a margin that is safe. Savage Hammy might need to start looking behind him. Scartrix is the person that really needs to make some ground.
Stuff.
Winning, and you know he really had it in his hand, and then it just started to go wrong. Head penalty. TDH Will got a time penalty there as well. Looks like they're actually swapping places with each other. TDH Will getting past the henchman. Looks like the henchman might have let him through there. It might have been a bit of courtesy driving there, but it looks like Henchman's getting now. As the DRS is open for the Henchman down the straight. Closing speed is extremely fast. TDH Will goes down the inside, and the Henchman's going to have to go round the outtake. Makes the move there.
Oh, corner a little bit there, but that's fine.
TDH Will.
He's done it though.
Oh, yeah, TDH Will's going to try and come back here, but he does. He comes down the inside and he pushes the Henchman wide. That was a fierce move from TDH Will. That was a stamp of there. That was a very brave move.
Yeah, that was really fun.
He made it stick though, and he didn't touch Henchman.
Yeah, always hit.
Henchman has hit him. Ah.
Yeah.
A little bit of rough racing at the back, and that just shows that on a level, because even the guys at the back are having some really fierce battles. Back at TDH Will,
yeah.
TDH Will takes the inside line. Henchman's going to try and go around the outside. Bold move. That was a bold move. That. He's around the outside.
Yeah.
He's done it. Henchman really unbalanced in that sector though. Looks like he's been really struggling with grip.
These two are really going for it.
Really close to each other. TDH Will wants to finish this race, I can assure you that. This could be, inside there.
Right.
It was extremely late.
Still side by side.
Unfortunately, I think he lost in terms of power, but he's going to have a DRS.
Henchman has no ERS though.
And goes, he's on.
They both have no.
Very, very little. Switching it down, he knows he's got to look after his ERS. I think he's really struggling at the moment with that.
That's a corner cut right there. That's fine.
Right, so Savage Hammy, Deer Hunter pitted. Oh my god, we missed that for all this. Deer Hunter has pitted on the super softs. He's 6 seconds behind Scartrix. Savage Hammy could win this. Savage Hammy could win this.
He could.
Scartrix could win
He
this
keeps
as well.
up that nice good pace.
Yeah, I mean Scartrix could win this. He's only 4 pins.
4.6.
But
yeah,
Deer Hunter's on faster tyres. Deer Hunter's on faster tyres. He's going to catch Scartrix faster than Savage Hammy. But I reckon they'll probably all meet laps around the same time. Because if you look at the differences now, Deer 6 seconds or so, or quite a bit off Scartrix. He's now 5.7 already, whereas Scartrix is still in that 4-second window. The Deer Hunter is starting to close in on Scartrix really, really fast. Faster tyres are making a big difference. Lighter car. This has turned into quite an interesting race towards the end here.
And Deer Hunter has plenty of ERS to play around with as well. While Dun Thunder also has time penalty of 3 seconds, so he's got third place basically. If he keeps
really needed. There you go, he's posting a 1:28.9, so it's a second faster. 5 second stop and go penalty.
Koenigsegg. 5 second.
Oh dear.
Oh, what did he do? Too much contact on today.
No, I don't think he actually has to take and go. I think he can just not take the stop and go and get 5 seconds added on at the end. Not going to affect him racing if he's racing anyone.
Laps to get qualified.
No, it's one of those penalties you don't have to take. You just get 5 seconds at the end. So that's because Koenigsegg is racing with, I think he's racing with Callum. And
yeah, these two.
Them two have just raced. Are they still going?
Yeah, Callum has saved up that ERA at 80. And he's getting there with it. Got DRS though. Is he going to switch it up? Yeah, he's keeping it in medium.
The closing stages of this race now. We're in the closing stages now. What have you made of the racing so far this evening?
Eventful, very unpredictable. As I saw, was it Scar at the very front? No, it's Deer, Scar. Those two, it was like meant to be at the front, and then the pits came in, shook it all up. That's what I like to see, and that's a good challenge.
Now obviously Savage Hammy's still got that first place. I don't see him pitting now. On lap 29, no. I don't see him pitting, so I see him probably
But
definitely going to go to the end. He's
Scar
going to try and
has-
defend this. Hunter catches up. So there could be, genuinely, right now, I'm thinking that any 3 of the top 3 drivers would win this. Any one of the top 3 drivers.
Yeah.
Lee Pratt. For all intents and purposes, that's great. He's just posted the fastest lap of the race, but he struggled this weekend. The grip, I imagine he's maybe had a few incidents that he didn't want to have. It's unfortunate for the defending world champion. 7th place at the moment. I don't know if he's really going to make up any more time than that. He's kind of in his own world, really. He's got Shrewd Cave 15 seconds behind him, and then he's 22 seconds away from Koenigsegg, so it's quite a big zone. Yeah.
Well,
So
at least he's not lost the place. I mean, yeah, he's doing it all pretty well. Scar has dropped that time quite far. It was 3 seconds 2 laps ago. No, 4, sorry. And now it's 2.1.
yeah, but then look at Deer Hunter. He's also
yeah.
just at 3 seconds now. He's only a second more Scartrix than Scartrix is behind Savage. So, like I said, I think this is going to come down to the last 2 laps, maybe. Because now this is when Scartrix start to struggle to get past Savage. The wake of the car in front is going to start to slow him down. Savage isn't going to let him pass that easy. He's going to really want to hold on to this. He's going to use all his ERS in the best way. And then Deer Hunter has a 2-second gap to Scar. It's free air pretty much. So he can really close that gap and then just wait for someone to make a mistake and then, capitalise on that. I do think any one of the top 3 drivers could genuinely walk away with this win, so that's going to be interesting. For sure, because who knows who's
very
going to be on the podium.
Because Scar, I can see his fuel is he doesn't have much fuel to play with, and he's rich. He has a little bit of
ERS is low as well.
Dear. Yeah. So, I know Savage has some fuel.
Savage been just cautious as he's saved it for this moment, so that he knows he's got the straight line speed, because he knew that the tyres were probably going to be struggling at this point. The driver, that's what I would do.
He has made
if I
5
had to
places.
go along with my tyres, I would use less fuel, RS, get the most out of the tyres, and then when the time comes to start using more fuel, look after the tyres a little bit more and just, stretch them out. But they are really closing in on each other. 0.7 seconds. I mean, this is fantastic racing. This is really, really close.
Yeah. The dying lap, best laps you could ever hope for. Because everyone's pushing their hardest to get in.
And I think each of them know this is so close. This is a fantastic second race for the rest of the world league. And thank you to everyone that's watching. I see there's 6 viewers at the moment. So hi, hello, Tools. We hope you're really enjoying this race. It's extremely close. Leave any comments. Leave your driver of the day, and we'll hope we're going to do podiums. As we go, look at that. Savage Hammy now going defensive, and Scartrix is trying to go around the outside.
Well, on the outside.
He's done it. Yeah, he gave way there. Savage Hammy just opened the door a little bit, I think, too much. He's going to try and come back now, though. He knew that was going to happen. He's going to come down the inside.
Oh, down the inside. Come on.
Scartrix did that from nowhere. That was an impressive move. Deer Hunter is now only a second behind. This is so close now. Savage Hammy's going to really push.
Yeah, they put Savage Hammy and Deer Hunter have DRS. But Deer Hunter has no fuel to play with.
Oh, this is going to be... Yeah, he's on really low fuel. We are on the final lap. Genuinely, this is nail-biting stuff now. And Deer Hunter claw back a position. He's side of
One outside.
So close then. That was so close.
A little bit wide.
A little bit wide there. And now Savage Hammy's struggling on the tyres. He's starting to struggle on those tyres there. He's really struggling in that final corner. There's a little bit of a touch.
He pushed him out wide a little bit.
Pushed him wide there, but it looks like Scartrix might actually win this race. And it's really trying to close in, but no, it's not enough. Is our Bahrain Grand Prix Rest of the World winner. This is the Scartrix there. Fantastic race win. Well done, Scartrix. Deer Hunter, second place. We thought he might win it. 4/10 behind the at the end there. Savage Hammy came from nowhere and got third place, so we're going to be looking forward to listening to them three on the podium. Then Dun Thunder, the Australian and last weekend's race winner, he came fourth, disappointing fourth really, kind of lost some pace. Callum G, who was new to the league this week, I don't think he raced last week, he comes home in fifth, so that was a good point score for him. Koenigsegg penalties, we don't know if that's going to affect him. He crosses the line, doesn't affect him, so Koenigsegg keeps his position just behind Callum. But yeah, not the cleanest race in Koenigsegg. Lee Pratt, a defending world champion, with a mediocre, really, not the best race we've seen in Lee Pratt. He did set the fastest lap, but didn't matter really at the end there. He was kind of just, like I say, in his own little world. TDH World didn't finish the race. I just noticed that. Shrewd Cave and the henchman
must have crashed out.
Round off the grid. Yeah, Hunter got second there, and you know, Scartrix in first. I mean, what do you make of the race, Kieran? How was that for you?
Beautiful. Seeing everyone race clean, tidy in most places. But
okay, so
jeez. Oh. Scartrix
okay,
at
so
the end though. Those
yeah,
three.
I know. I mean, that was something else, wasn't it? That was something else. Okay, we're gonna try and get people in the in the party. Bear with me a moment because it's difficult to get the people. Okay. Invite the party. Invite the party. Okay.
Right.
Okay, hi Scartrix, I noticed you've joined the party. Just make sure that your audio is enabled for the stream. Hi Savage Hammy, can you just make sure that your audio is enabled for the stream?
Yes. It's enabled.
You're a little bit quiet there, Scartrix. Just waiting on Deer Hunter. And then we'll get the interviews underway. Send him another invite.
Oh, that was that was such a fun race until the very end, man. Tires died on me.
Okay,
amazing racing.
I don't think Deer Hunter... Oh, it has joined us.
There we go.
Just 1 second. Hi Deer Hunter, thank you for joining the party, mate. Can you just make sure that you've enabled your audio for the stream?
Yep, got it.
Okay, so first of all, guys, that was a fantastic race. I think that was the best race of the season so far. Close racing, especially towards the end there. First of all, congratulations to Scartrix. Well done, mate. First place. It came from nowhere, really. I mean, you got second in qualifying there, but you know, you really had to claw it back in the race there, and with the earlier pit stop and the looking like Deer Hunter might go to the end on the mediums. What was your plan on that?
Well, if Deer Hunter went to the end, I knew I wouldn't have caught him. But getting the mediums to the end from lap 5 or 6, whatever lap he pitted in, it would have been incredibly hard. But yeah, it was a very sweaty race at the end. uh, up, but yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, we noticed that obviously towards the end there, you three were all closing in, and we predicted with a couple of laps to go that you guys were all going to be within the same sort of track space fighting, and we thought that any three of you could have really won that. Did you have that feeling as well?
Oh, 100%, especially when Deer Hunter was putting those supers on.
100%. Yeah.
Nah, I was. But yeah, I wasn't sure how quick I was going to catch up to Hammy, but yeah, it was the last lap. Luckily, I was able to do it. Good little battle at the end between me and Hammy, and luckily, Deer Hunter didn't get through. Yeah, and they didn't get through, and I would have probably lost that first place.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the position change happened earlier in the race than that. Obviously, it changed sort of after the pit stops. And Deer Hunter, I'll ask you this in a minute, but it seemed as though Deer Hunter had an issue, and then obviously you, Scartrix, didn't have an issue, and you came out obviously in front of him. What was your thoughts when that happened?
Obviously, I was quite happy about it because I didn't know what tyres he was on originally, but once I sort of got out in front of him, I was quite happy since I could sort of pull away from him once I knew he was on the mediums.
Yeah.
Because I knew the softs were faster over the race, but yeah, it was quite good for me. Otherwise, Deer Hunter would have ran away with it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the win. We'll come back to you in a moment. Yeah. Second place driver today, Deer Hunter from America. Deer Hunter, you set the pace in qualifying there. We really thought you might run away with it. As Scartrix just said, he thought you might run away with it. But it turned out not to be. And was that due to the first pit stop? Did something happen that we maybe missed there?
Yeah, right before the first pit stop, I was checking my tire wear because the initial plan was to do the one-stop supers to mediums. But once I realized that was a no-go, heading to the last turn, I was trying to change my pages so I could click over for the medium tire, and I slowed up really a lot on Scartrix there, and then he was able to do the undercut or whatever under me before we got in the pit lane, so I lost the lead there before I pitted. And then as soon as I got out of the pits, I got stuck behind the Renault and the Force India, and we were able to get around the Force India pretty quickly, but that Renault was a little bit of a hassle. But once I got by him, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah. And obviously, at one point there, it looked like I did think you might take those mediums to the end, but I'm guessing for most drivers this evening that wasn't the case then.
Yeah, like I said, I thought about it. I've done tons of league races here, and I've seen a few people do the supers mediums. It's a very difficult strategy.
Yeah.
But once I just saw the tire wear there at the end, I was like, I'm not risking getting a puncture with 3 to go or whatever. Even though I felt like I had decent pace, I thought it was better to just stick to the backup strategy, which was pit off for mediums on lap 22 and then take those supers to the end because I knew I had, I think, looking there at about 2 seconds quicker a lap pace until those final few laps where I was about a second quicker, but then they started battling, so
yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah. So a good second place, and congratulations. Some good points for you in the constructors and the drivers' championship. So, you're looking forward to the next race?
I think the next race is China. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, China is really not a good track for me. I was really ticked off after Australia because that thing under the safety car while I was effective leader really screwed me up my mentality heading into the season. So I've
Yeah.
had to play catch up starting here at Bahrain. And I think for China, obviously Scar Tricks is bloody quick there.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a good fight just to get a solid podium there.
Yeah. So Kieran, by the way, is our co-commentator. Kieran, I'm going to ask you to just ask a question to any driver you want in a minute. But first of all, we're just going to have a quick word with our third place driver, Savage Hammy. Now, Savage, you didn't show the pace in qualifying really, and then in that first lap, you just found yourself in the opportune position to start a strategy that kind of brought you that third place. I think it was an unexpected thing.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that. But immediately off the line, I knew I had a better start than both people ahead of me, and I was going to get them easily. And then I got somebody else and pulled off with 3 people in turn 1. It really helped me because they were just battling all race. Pretty much everyone was battling all race except me and Scartrix, and it helped me out.
Yeah, and then
Couldn't make
obviously
the tires last to the end though.
you were the only other person in the top sort of 4 or 5 drivers who ran mediums. You ran mediums like Deer Hunter, and when Scartrix did pit, and you were effective leader, there was a point there where I thought you might actually bring it home in first because it looked as though you'd looked after your medium tyres. You were going to do that
Too,
one stop,
man.
and it's a hard job, but it looked like you were going to do it, and then just lost it there towards the end.
I think if what's his name, Scartrix doesn't pull off a move in the final lap, because that really compromised me, and it let Deer Hunter come at me. If I could have held him off then, I could have had a chance for at least P2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I'd be able to get him back, but I just couldn't get the car stopped into turn 3, and he just pulled a switchback on me. And I knew at that point that position was done. Not really any overtaking opportunities anymore.
But do you
Oh, I
consider,
thought so.
it's a good points haul for Haas, and it's a good points haul for yourself in the championship?
Yeah,
considering
I'm
last
happy.
weekend.
I'm happy with the result.
Yeah.
There's always
Well,
the party that thinks you can get more, but I'm happy with that. Qualifying
yeah.
P6.
Yeah, of course, yeah, especially qualifying P6, yeah. So obviously you 3 had a great race. Obviously there was some other people, Dun Thunder and the likes, Lee Pratt especially, down in 7th, who struggled with his pace. Kieran, is there any questions you want to ask any of the drivers in today?
I'd like to ask Scartrix, on the last lap, were you scared of not getting the first place?
Not scared, but I was more worried about keeping P2 before I came up behind Hammy on the pit straight. But yeah, it was more keeping an eye out for Deer Hunter because he was on a charge all the way till the last lap. So yeah, it was more keeping an eye out more than yeah. It's just it is what it is.
I'd like to ask that same question to Deer Hunter as well. Were you worried at all?
Like I said, after about 4 or 5 laps on the supers, the tires just started giving up a little bit, and I was only gaining about a second a lap. But I knew they would start battling. They're close to the end, and I think I got within like about a second and a half on that last lap, and I saw them battling, and I got really close. Heading onto the back straightaway there, and the plan was try to dive up the inside of Savage there, but I think he went for a move on Scar Tricks, and I didn't expect that, and it compromised my braking line heading to that corner, so I had to go really wide. And yeah, the plan was to hopefully get around Savage there on the back straightaway, but obviously that wasn't the case, so I could have a run at Scar Tricks. But How much was it to the lead? Half a second there at the end, three,
Yeah,
4 tenths. I
yeah,
mean,
about 4 tenths.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah. I mean, it's hard to say if I could have gotten around him on the back straightaway. I wouldn't have had to take a little bit of evasive action there to not run into the back of him. I could have maybe had to run at Scar Tricks, but it's who knows. I could have gained a half a second anywhere in that race, and it's just didn't turn out to be. But it's a P2, and thanks to everybody at BRO Sports, Bang Energy, supporting me and helping me out. So
Nice to hear.
Okay. Well, if that's everything from you, Kieran.
Yep.
Yep. Scartrix first, just finally, mate. Just on a final note, you obviously did you score in the last race? I can't remember if you actually finished last weekend's race.
No, I wasn't there.
So that's 25 points straight on the board for you. Then, that puts you, I think, just behind. I think that puts you just behind Savage, in terms of points, quite possibly. Do you feel as though you've got the chance to fight for the championship this season?
Oh, 100%. Oh, that's well, I think I know Deer Hunter is going for that. I know if Lee can, if he can sort out his pace that he had tonight. But considering Lee is, I think, now the championship leader after that race. Oh no, he's not. But yeah, it's what everyone's going for. It's what everyone wants. But yeah, yeah.
You'll have to wait and see, obviously, for the next race in Chad. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for a great race, and we wish you well. And enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, man.
Have a
Thanks
good
for streaming.
celebration, and we will see you next weekend in China.
All right. It's good talking to you, man.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
GG guys,
Cheers.
thanks
See
for
you.
sharing. Appreciate it.
No problem. Cheers to the good racing.
Mate, have you stopped the stream? I need to
Not yet. No, we're still streaming, so we've got closing remarks. So yeah, that was the Bahrain Grand Prix. Rest of the world. Kieran, have you got any closing remarks for the race, mate?
Amazing racing. I'll have to see it again.
There we go, and that's from our man Kieran, who's been our guest co-commentator tonight. I've been Dizzy Haskell 11. This has been F1 IRL. Make sure to share this, share it on Facebook, share it wherever you can. It's twitch.tv/F1 IRL, and yeah, catch us tomorrow for the European Tier 1 and Tier 2 races that will be streamed tomorrow. Keep an eye on that on the Facebook and YouTube channels, I think on the Twitter as well. So yeah, tomorrow we do it all again. European drivers. I will be there racing myself, so if you want to champion a driver on the grid, just you know who to call. And yeah, thanks to Kieran. Thanks again, mate, for everything that you've done for us this evening, because you've given us some great commentary. So thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
And it's good night
You're
from
very
me.
welcome.
It's good night from Kieran. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time.